So today I'm going to be testing out the new Ghozt Lighting controller, which is this guy right here. Got it hooked up to my regulator, and we're going to be testing the headlights today. So this is the show modes. So basically, when the vehicle's parked and sitting, it can do different modes. Like this is heartbeat. You can see that's what I'm on right now. You can go in and you can edit the heartbeat. You can add colors. You can say you wanted to add a blue and a green. There's your pulse in between. Okay. And we got what this one's called popcorn. It's just multiple colors. Now there's these adjustable LEDs. You can individually do this and turn on and off each individual pixel. Here's a wave. Again, all these are all adjustable to different colors. I can turn on, say if I want it, let's go with that halo. I'm going to turn off the show mode. So now only the strip will do it. And if I hooked up my daytime, there's a signal light, that's right. So now the daytime running light is on the circle, and the show mode's still running. Now if I use the turn signal, I can do it that way. I can turn the halo. Say it's turn the halo signal lights off. So now it should be just the strip. And now if I want to, I can go in back in here and change. Let's go turn signal from bounce to, let's say, wave. Show mode's still going. I can turn that on and off anytime I want. So there's the wave. If I wanted to, I can also go back in and change that strip and change the directional. So now you notice everything's going the other way. So I go back into my wave and turn the signal light on. Now it goes the other way. You might see that one strip is on. Here, let's see here. I added a second device. Let's delete that. So now this bottom section is actually cut off. You can actually turn. Cool thing is, as you watch the LEDs, I can change how far they go. So right now I'm changing how many LEDs, and it's actually adding how many LEDs I want in a chain. So the cool thing is you can chain a whole bunch of these together and run them together. So back to the signal light. Oops. Running lights are off. Yeah, so if I shut off, I just shut off the show mode. So these other two, this is for brake lights and tail lights. If I, so let's say if that was a brake light, okay, still do a signal light, go back, Pretty cool, huh? Now say if I wanted to, oh, I don't have my brake light hooked up. Never mind, sorry, I can't do that. So that would typically what it would look like during the normal day. Then I can have the option to have both halos, because unfortunately I only have the one halo hooked up right now. And either, same with the demon eye, which would be in the center there. I don't have that set up yet. So that's another strip or LEDs I can set up. And yeah. So that's basically that. There's different there's bounce. And then we got bubble. Again, I can change where these start, where the bubble starts. So say if I wanted to, and then you got just actually basic on and off. That's just your typical on and off signal lights. And sequence, I can't remember what sequence does again. Cutoff, I'm gonna change the cutoff because I think it does something different. No, it's just the cutoff. Yeah, the cool thing is too, if you really want to be snazzy, you can change the actual. So say I can change my signal light to whatever color I want to. Red lights, parking lights. Right, there we go. So that's your park lights. I can change them to whatever, blue. And then I can change my signal light back to orange. So then, fortunately that would get me in trouble on the road, but a little fine adjustment, you can get away with it. So then you can tweak the brake lights, the strobe. Brake light is pretty cool too. You can do like an F1 style pulse, and then it'll go to a solid light. So when you saw this one turn into, so say, no, because I don't have the power to that, because that's acting like a tail light right now. And if I touched it, if I had the, unfortunately I don't have a line hooked up for that. So we'll make it back to a signal light. So let's see if I turn these off. Sorry, I'm just tweaking things. Okay. So I can make the halos just a signal light if I wanted to. And then I can do and then I can make the park brakes, because unfortunately my strip is actually technically, this bottom strip is an RGBWA. So basically A stands for amber. So when these are actually on white, these guys, these are actually orange. Just the wrong strips I have right now, unfortunately. And then if you wanted to, I can actually technically change. So now I'm going to the halo. I can change the offset if I wanted to. So that depends where you want to put it. Also the speed. Here, let's slow it down a bit. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You can do all kinds of shit. So I'm gonna change this back to say like heartbeat. show mode. I'm going to turn that back on the show. And that's going to be allowed the show mode too. So now it's going to be back to these fancy show modes. I can create, change, media shower. There's all kinds of crazy stuff. The wave. Popcorn. So here's change this one, popcorn, to builder. This one's kind of cool. I don't know if you can see that or not. So what it's going to do, here it's going to move some colors here. We'll make this a little more simple. Builder. You can see it's hard to see in the halo, but you can see it in the bottom strip. It's building. I can actually speed it up here. It's a little weird because the halo only has 39 LEDs where the strip is 70, so the timing kind of gets off, but it's pretty kind of close. And again, if I want to turn the single lights on, this thing is very cool setup. Another cool thing is, since this device, it's got 4 more 12-volt outputs, and that's what this channel is right here. So I can add up to 12 volts. I can't remember how many amps it is per volt or per channel, but I can add PDM, strobe, basic. I can add certain powers to these. Say if I wanted to add, say if you wanted to add to underglow lighting to your under your car, or say underneath your hood, or any extra lighting you can add on to it, which is very cool. So I just want to show off this very new controller. I'm still learning it. It's still all new, but I think these things are very cool. Here, I'm just going to change. Let's add some colors here. Then we can slow it down. Do frequencies, how often they come up. I can even dim it. Brightness. Remove a couple colors here. It's back to the media shower. We got kaleidoscope, which doesn't work with one color, it needs a couple colors. That's all the fancy colors. Starfall. Yeah, I think they're pretty neat. That's Starfall. You see how these are orange when it comes around. So this top strip is an RGBW. So it's red, green, blue, white. Why this one's RGB or RGBA. So basically the A stands for amber. And unfortunately they don't match, but I'll be changing these bottom strips out because they're cheap to buy. Unfortunately, these ones are not so cheap to buy. These top ones, the halo or the. So yeah, so that's the final conclusion. Unfortunately, it's very long. You don't have to watch the whole damn thing if you don't want to, but this is my new controller for my headlights. Again, there's all kinds of stuff you can add and turn on and off, right? So that's my conclusion. Thanks for watching.